Every time I walk around, I see something new. I get excited in a different way about a different bike.
This is really the beginning of riding season in Portland. You get to see all of your friends that you haven't seen for a year.
The One Motorcycle Show means a ton to me. Growing up in Portland, riding motorcycles for the last 8 years. It's such a great culture and it brings out so many different kinds of people. And we're all just here for one main reason, and that's our love for motorcycles.
Hi, my name is Brandon Ben Powell, and I'm from Redmond, Washington. I'm here at the One Moto Show with my 2022 Triumph Bobber. It was actually a used bike that was in the same show last year with a completely different design. And so when I bought it, the owner made me promise that after I got it together, I'd bring it back to the show in its new form. I'm not a builder. I've never built a bike before. I saw the pipe on the other side and the bobber style, and in my head I could just envision this steampunk style. So I started doodling, I wrote up a design doc and just kind of got a bunch of the parts from all the different vendors, went to a paint guy and gave him my vision and kind of just put it all together. Like every single bike you look at, you can see whether it was a owner or a craftsman or a builder or whatever it is, they poured their heart into that thing and they brought their own unique touch and style and flavor. And there's just so many crazy bikes here at the show.
So I started Renegade Babes in 2021. I was riding, I couldn't really find any gear that was like for riders. Everything was V-cut, it was bedazzled, and I kind of just made a few shirts for my friends and I, and it kind of blew up, and here we are. So I was able to quit my job. I get to travel around the country to different motorcycle shows and meet new people, inspire women to get on bikes. So this is a 2021 Lowrider ST. I kind of designed it to have more of like a vintage retro feel. I did different colored wheels to just kind of set it off, be more artsy. I drew the paint out, had somebody put it together for me, and this thing just takes me all over the country and I love it. So I want to inspire everybody else to get out and travel by themselves and just do what you want in life, because life's short. Like, you could die tomorrow, and I don't want to be somebody sitting in an office 9 to 5 every single day and just hating my life. I want to wake up every day, I want to love life, and I just want to be happy. So get after it.
It's not just a motorcycle show. To me, it's an art show to everybody to show off what they have built and created. Hi, I'm Keith Young, and I'm from Santa Cruz, California. And this is the Holy Bike. It's a Honda 550 engine, and it has 550 holes through the frame, through the fender, through the front forks. There's even 7 holes that go right through the gas tank right here. The Holy Bike took 3 years to build, all built out of copper and steel, and it's got a level ride air system on it. It actually parks the bike. Don't be afraid of doing something different or crazy. Just have fun with it, and once you build something, take it out and show it.
My name is Mike Aldridge. I'm from Bend, Oregon, and we're at the One Moto Show with Darla the Dyna, my 2001 Harley-Davidson lowrider. Darla was my mom's name. She died in 2006 suddenly, so the last few years I decided to build a memorial to her, which is this bike. Her ashes are in the frame, her name's painted on it. There's little nods to her all over the bike as well as to myself, so I decided to create something that has her name, so every time someone talked about the bike, I got to hear her name again. So this is my way of celebrating my mom and getting to take her on road trips with me. So one of my best friends actually painted the bike, and this is his first paint job ever. I've always loved gold, and so I was like, let's get as much gold on the bike as possible, but keep it tasteful. The bike, I think, is absolutely perfect. Events like this need to keep happening, and more of them need to keep happening, and we need to celebrate motorcycle culture, and it's starting to come back in a big way, and I think we need to support it and love it and watch out for bikers on the road.
And there's the fronts. They're going to put their hats out to you. The Three Machine Pyramid. Yeah! Let me hold this close, man. See that going down that cloud.
motorcycle dealerships really suck, right? Like, and you don't have to suck that much less to be way better than everybody else. And we just suck that little bit less than everyone else. And we thought it was funny, and pink is one of my favorite colors, so hence pink everywhere. And we just wanted to be recognizable. So we suck less is kind of our tagline. This is a BMW R18 over here. This one we call the Engraved Digger, for obvious reasons. It's got a lot of hand engraved stuff on it. We built this one to kind of show what you can do with the R18 platform. And we're really proud of it. It's actually really, really cool to ride. It took a long time to build this thing.
It is called the Engraved Digger now, but it was called the pickle bike for a long time because it's kind of a big deal. And then one of our guys did the Vlasic pickle stork on the seat, so that was pretty cool. But it turned into the Engraved Digger because it's kind of cooler name.
It rolls off the tongue. The motorcycle scene in Portland is unlike anything else. It's just cool to be here and kind of be like drowned in it for a few days.
Yeah, definitely the people. I mean, the bikes are super cool, but the bikes are just a way to connect us as people, man.
It's not about just having a motorcycle here that's cool, but building it yourself, actually working on it. So that's our goal, is to get everyone inspired to want to work on their own bikes. Today we'll have welding, we'll have pinstriping. We want to show how cool it is that you can do things like this, that anyone can do it, women are doing it. When you create something yourself, there's endless possibilities to that.
That one's actually my bike in the back. Built it with all sorts of stuff from our steel yard. Although it's just steel, there's not much to it. It's hard and it's cold, but you can form it into so many things, and at a show like this where every bike here is basically a work of art.
My name is Austin Foster, and I am the Portland chapter host of the Distinguished Gentleman's Ride. The DGR, as we call it, is a global nonprofit that raises money for prostate cancer, men's mental health awareness, and suicide prevention. One day of the year, globally, we all get dressed up in suits and ties, and we ride our motorcycles for these great causes. My dad taught me how to ride motorcycles, and he had his prostate removed like 6 years ago. So he actually gets to come ride with me now in the ride.
So the top fundraiser in the entire world will win a Thruxton Final Edition motorcycle from Triumph. It's an incredible grand prize for an incredible cause. Shield flips down, round your helmet, it flips up.
Hazel's been riding since she was 1 year old, and as well like in her mom's belly prior to her being born. And yeah, our whole family rides motorcycles, her Papa Bones, and we pretty much have documented everything from working on them to riding them and putting it on social media, and it's kind of grown in a very short amount of time. And family and motorcycles is pretty important to us, and I really want to help encourage and show that it's okay to ride motorcycles and share those experiences with your kids, and it doesn't have to be a scary thing, and you can still enjoy it with everyone.
My name is Amanda Zitto. I am an illustrator and a YouTuber. I have a bachelor's degree in fine arts, and when I was in art school and I started writing motorcycles, I noticed that a lot of the illustrations and the art around motorcycling was very heavily chopper influenced, which was awesome, but there wasn't a lot of representation of women fully geared up on motorcycles and other kinds of motorcycles, not just Harleys and cafe racers. So I wanted to fill that little hole, but also it represented what I was interested in the motorcycle community.
This is the largest production engine ever produced in a motorcycle. This is the Rocket 3. And it's powered by a 3-cylinder 25cc engine. That's 2.5 liters. So we call it the Rocket because it absolutely is a rocket ship, but certainly a lot of fun if you like big toys. If you go in the Columbia River booth, there is the grand prize of the entire show. It's one of these, but in the 15th anniversary One Show wrap. So ultra cool, one of one, 15th anniversary, the One Show Scrambler 400X. Somebody's winning it today.
Moto Ladies Book of Women Who Ride is a collection of 74 interviews and features on women, historic and modern, who all, in my opinion, changed the motorcycling industry just by existing and doing what made them happy.
I wrote this, all 180 something pages.
If you want to do it, if you want to try it, if you want to build it, if you want to go there, you should do it. Do it.